Hey guys, Stanley King here. Are you thinking about buying a property outside of the United States? Have you arrived at that point in your life and you're thinking, I want to fulfill my dream? I want a place in Mexico or the Caribbean or Central America. I'm a digital nomad. I can work wherever. I've got the internet. Or maybe you're a retiree, you're part of that baby boomer army, and you want to buy a place but you don't know where to start. You don't have any idea what to do. You watch the news and you think, I need to be somewhere that's beautiful, near the volcano, near the ocean, where I can scuba, it's safe, secure, healthcare. And again, you don't know where to start. Well, this video is for you. If you're coming out of the United States, Canada, or Europe and thinking about the Caribbean basin, Central America, or Mexico, I am here to help. So the number one thing that you have to do to make your real estate purchase a success is to find an excellent, professional, experienced real estate agent in your country of destination. I am here to help you find that person. My name is Stanley King, and I've been selling homes here in Las Vegas for 20 years. I've personally sold just about 1,400 homes now. So I've seen every kind of transaction possible. And my wife and I, we've purchased property in Guatemala. And the key to success, 100%, was our real estate agent. She was incredible. She knew the legal side of it. She knew the finance side of it. She was able to find the property that, we requested. We got a dream location. She made the whole process easy. And before we had her, I have to say, I was probably just like you. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what to do. I looked online and I couldn't make heads or toes of what I was looking at or where it was. We found the perfect city. We found the perfect property. It's just beautiful. And I know the same thing can happen for you. Well, I'm a realtor with RE/MAX here in Las Vegas, and the nice thing is RE/MAX is 140,000 well-trained, honest, ethical, excellent at communication. I can't say enough about the agents at RE/MAX. And what I can do is I can find an agent, I can vet them, I can interview them for you and make sure there's good chemistry, professionalism, and make sure that they do the same thing for you that my RE/MAX realtor did for me, which was make my purchase a complete success. I don't need the stress of having to deal with legal and banks and this and that. I can't reinvent the wheel. I can't figure things out. Every country has different rules and regulations. The person who is key to navigating that is the real estate agent. And if you call me, contact me, email me, text me, I will help you find that perfect real estate agent. What's nice too is now that, this has been a while since I've had my place, but once it was closed, all I had to think about was, okay, let's find out where the stores are, where the restaurants are, where the hikes are, stuff like where's the hospital? My agent helped me with that. Where's the bank? My agent helped me with that. There were so few business things that I had to stress out about. Just very, very few. My biggest thing was find a plane ticket and get there. So that was really nice. And I know purchasing a home, because I've done it with 1,400 people here in Las Vegas, this is a huge transaction. It's a lot of money. You don't just want to go in and, Google an agent and take the first person you see. And I know looking at the different sites overseas, I can't make heads or tails of what exactly is going on. And I'm a realtor. And I could just imagine if you're a doctor or an attorney or business person, you want things done right, but you don't want to have to figure it out, especially when you're dealing with a different language as well. So the nice thing was after we closed our transaction, we are able to think about things like decorating our house, sitting on the rooftop terrace and, having a nice beverage, having a coffee in the morning and looking at the volcanoes, the things that you always dream of. That transaction was spectacular. And now that we're not at our property all the time, that agent also helps us with the Airbnb possibilities, VRBO, the setup, the advertising, the booking, the upkeep, the utilities, the accounting. We plan to go there all the time. We go back and forth to the United States. It's just so nice to have that person as a resource. I will help you find that person. Now, I know you might not be a retiree. Maybe you're part of the baby boomer retirees and you don't plan to come back to the US. But you might also be a digital nomad. You might be a remote worker. I don't know. You might be a YouTuber or a scuba instructor. It's so cool that we have this opportunity at this time in our life to be able to go somewhere else and live outside of North America or Europe. It's incredible. Right now, they say about 400,000 Americans live outside of the United States. The United States, it's the same with Europe and Canada. Things are expensive. It's expensive to retire. And with this huge army of baby boomers going into retirement, I think there's like 11,000 people every day hit retirement age, maybe just a touch more. But so right now there's 400,000. There's something like 3.5 million people, just Americans, planning to retire overseas so they can have a better quality of life and enjoy their golden years. I guarantee that's the same thing that's happening in Europe. A lot of Europeans want to move to the Caribbean basin just for the sheer joy of life. To have that quality of life it's a huge deal. So, if you're having 3.5 million Americans move overseas, please give this video to one of your friends. Have them contact me so I can get an excellent agent for them so they can go through this great process of owning outside of the United States, Canada, or Europe, and it can be done right. Nobody's going to know the regulations, the rules, the pitfalls like a local realtor who's competent, who's been in business for years. It's just something that's so important that you have to have. I also was reading a statistic, something like 17 million Americans are potentially thinking about retiring outside of the United States. With the cost of living so high, people moving to Mexico or Panama or Costa Rica or Guatemala or El Salvador, whatever. I don't blame them. I see people all the time outside the United States and they have a blast. They absolutely love living there. I'm kind of an international guy. I grew up in the United States, but I've studied in Europe and I've lived extensively there as well as in Central America. And I have to say, it's once you open your mind and you get past the border and you see that you can really have this incredible quality of life at such a lower cost outside the United States, it's just unbelievable. So I want to congratulate you on, even having your dream, if it's just a dream. But I highly recommend you do this. And again, if you want to buy a place overseas, contact me. All of my contact information is here in the video. And like I said, please forward this to your friends, to your family, anybody who's thinking about going overseas. All right, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed the video. And again, I really congratulate you on this step in your life. I don't know if it's going to be temporary or full time. I definitely plan to retire overseas, or again, Guatemala's connected. I can't call it overseas, but what a great quality of life. I love the United States and I love Europe. I love Canada, but man, once you go a different place and see different things, life just expands and becomes so awesome. All right, guys, take it easy.